Justin Reynolds, Pullman.
Copy. Stopping.
Go ahead.
Valet at Pullman Family Medicine.
2226.
Hey, the reason I stopped you is because your registration's expired.
It is?
Yeah, August. Were you aware of that?
I was not aware.
Pullman 463, one more, code 153. Sorry, what's that?
I had no idea.
You had no idea?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have your registration in the car?
Actually, I guess I don't.
Okay, do you have your insurance in the car? Thank you. So, do you have your current insurance in the car by chance?
I guess I don't actually.
Okay.
I am insured.
Who's this car belong to?
It belongs to me.
Okay, gotcha.
I just moved because I misplaced it.
Sorry, say again?
I just moved and I misplaced it, I guess.
Okay, gotcha. Can you see my pen?
Yeah.
Can you try and watch it with just your eyes?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your current address?
333 Northwest Harrison.
333 Harrison? Okay. So, have you noticed, when's the last time your car was in the shop?
It was in the shop at Les Schwab about 6 months ago.
Okay. They say anything to you about your shocks?
Well, yeah, pretty much my shocks are out. I know that.
Okay. Yeah, your car was bouncing all over the place on the road when you were driving down Grand. I mean, it was like, it never stopped. It would just bounce, 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 bounce.
Yeah, I
know.
Yeah. They did some work on it. It was like $1,000, and then
yeah.
they said it's going to be like $500 more to fix the shock.
Okay.
And you have it at the time.
Okay. So you said 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's your phone number?
5-4.
Okay. How much you had to drink tonight?
Nothing.
Nothing at all? Okay, awesome. Would you mind doing some voluntary field sobriety tests for me just to make sure you're good to go? Cool. All right, go ahead and step out of the car. Can you turn my lights off?
Off?
Yeah. You don't have any medical conditions or anything, do you?
No.
Okay. Let's go over to the sidewalk right over there where it's nice and flat and out of the road, okay? So it's really important that you do the test as I explain them, okay? Because I graded you not only on your ability to do the test, but also your ability to follow directions. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's really important to follow directions. So no medical conditions.
I mean,
Do you hit yours the rear flashing only?
Other than ADD, I guess.
ADD, okay. Do you take any medication for that?
I stopped. I took it for 10 years. I stopped a while ago.
Okay. Okay. Do you take any other medications or anything like that?
No, lactate. I don't know.
Lactate?
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 No. Yeah, or no.
Okay.
That should...
Okay, no other medication, like no prescription medications or anything. Okay. And then, do you limp at all?
Do I limp?
Yeah.
No.
And no physical disabilities or anything?
No.
Okay. Do you wear glasses or contacts at all?
No.
All right, so the first thing I'd like you to do is go ahead and stand facing me, okay?
I am nervous.
Okay, fair enough. Everybody usually is. They'll do fine. Okay. So put your heels and toes together. Okay. Arms down at your sides. I want you to hold that position. Okay. What I'd like you to do is take a look at my pen right here. Okay. Can you see the tip of my pen right here? Right up here? What I want you to do is keep your head straight ahead. Okay. Follow the tip of my pen with just your eyes for me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Try to keep your head nice and straight. Okay. Okay, go ahead and relax for just a minute, okay? All right, so the next test I'd like you to do is called the walk and turn, all right? With this test, I'm going to explain the test to you, okay? And I don't want you to begin until I tell you to begin. Does that make sense? Okay. So the first thing I'd like you to do is imagine a straight line coming out of your left foot. Okay, do you have that line in your head? Okay, go ahead and put your right foot ahead of your left foot, touching heel to toe. There you go. Put your arms down at your sides for me, okay? And right down at your sides on touching your legs there. Okay, perfect. Go ahead and hold that position until I tell you to begin. Do you understand? Okay. When I tell you to begin, what I'd like you to do is take 9 steps, heel to toe forward along that imaginary line. Turn around, take 9 steps, heel to toe along the line back. Okay? While you're walking, I want you to keep your arms at your sides, your eyes on your toes, and I want you to count your steps out loud. Okay? When you turn around, I want you to take several small steps around your front foot. It's going to look like this, okay? So you're starting out. Oh, go ahead and step back into position there. So you're going to start just like this. 1, 2, 3. I took 3, but you're going to take 9, okay? Several small steps. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Once you begin, I don't want you to stop until you've completed the 9 steps back. Do you understand all that? Yeah. Okay, go ahead and begin for me. Okay. Okay, so the next test I'd like you to do is called the one-leg stand, all right? What I'd like you to do is go ahead and start with your arms down at your sides, okay? And your feet together, touching heels and toes, just like that first test, okay? So when I tell you to begin, what I want you to do is raise one foot. Either one, doesn't matter which one you pick, right or left. The choice is yours. Raise that foot 6 inches off the ground with your toe pointed out, okay? While you're doing this, I want you to keep your arms at your sides, your eyes on your toes, and I want you to count in the following manner. 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop, okay? If you put your foot down, it's not a big deal. Just pick it back up and keep counting where you left off, okay? Do you have any questions for me? No. Okay. And begin.
18 without, 20 without, 1 without, 2 without.
And stop. Okay. So when was the last time that you drank?
I haven't, last night.
Last night, about what time?
9 p.m. when I went to work at 2:30 and I slept.
How much did you drink last night?
5 beers.
5 beers at 9 p.m.? Okay. So you haven't had anything to drink since then at all?
No.
Okay. Did you send me throw up in your car or something?
What?
You send me throw up in your car? No?
I was at a house where there was a lot of drinking.
Okay, gotcha. All right. And have you used any marijuana or anything tonight?
Yes, I just smoked.
Okay, when did you smoke last?
When I got off work.
Which was about when?
Well, I smoked since then too. We went to Mary Jane's, we got joints around 7.
So the last time you smoked was about 7?
Yeah, and he bought 1 joint and I took 2.
Okay, gotcha. So 2 hits from 1 joint. Okay, and then but you smoked before that too when you got off of work.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. About what time was that?
I worked from 2:30 a.m. till about 11 a.m.
Okay.
And
Okay. But you haven't actually had anything to drink tonight, is that right?
No.
Okay. Can you blow on my hand for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So if you haven't had anything to drink, that's fantastic. And would you mind taking that preliminary breath test? It's voluntary. It doesn't take the place of any test I may ask you to do in the future. Just shows me that, no, you actually haven't been drinking tonight. Would that be all right?
Do I have to?
No, it's voluntary. Okay. Okay, so right now I'm going to place you under arrest for DUI. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back. Okay? So you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you by the court and no cost to you. You have the right to have an attorney present before, during questioning, or the making of any statements, and you have the right to exercise those rights at any time. Do you understand all of your rights?
Yeah.
Okay.
The DUI for the marijuana?
It's because I believe that you're under the influence of intoxicants, okay? Alcohol and marijuana, all right? I can smell alcohol on your breath. That's why. That's why I was asking about the alcohol use to begin with, okay?
I understand.
So, do you have anything sharp in your pockets or anything like that?
No.
Okay, can you go ahead and spread your feet for me, please? Thank you.
My keys, maybe?
Sure. Change. Did you realize that your pants were unzipped?
No.
All right, I got 1 nickel out of your pocket here. I'm going to go put it in the other pocket with all the rest of the change in it, okay?
Is there anything valuable in your car that you need? Do you have a phone or anything? Or?
Just my phone. Yeah, my phone's in there.
Okay, do you want us to grab your phone out for you? Okay.
It should be near the brake.
Near the brake?
Yeah.
Here's keys.
Anything else? You have like any gold bar stash or anything?
No.
Okay. Nothing of
no.
extreme value?
A lot of trash. Just make sure the lights are turned off. So
Okay.
Okay.
Let me grab your cell phone for you, okay?
Thank you.
Here's the key to the Mercury here. Okay, we'll go right back to this car over here. Putting the step off here.
Good. I was to get my girlfriend a ride to the airport.
Okay.
So I guess.
What time is she supposed to go to the airport?
After 4 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Just went over to spend the night.
Gotcha. Have you ever been arrested for DUI before?
No.
Okay. And you live in Pullman, right? Okay. Well, I don't know. Unless you got some warrants for your arrest that nobody's found yet, then I don't see any reason that you won't be out tonight, okay? Go ahead and have a seat in the car there.
I can't give her a ride, though.
To the airport?
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on what your test results are and all that, okay?
Hey, Justin, is your registration in your glove box?
He couldn't find it.
Find it. It is registered to me.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted, it makes it easier for me to scan for the tow form, but.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
Can I have his license? Thank you. And you already ran him, right?
Ran him?
Yeah.
Didn't they run him when you... I can run him.
No. Yeah, can you run him real quick? Hey, Justin, if I didn't say so earlier, you'd be an audio and video recorder, okay? And it is 22:42 hours, okay?
I am being recorded?
Yes.
I didn't realize you guys did that.
Yeah, we do. Cool. Thanks, man. Is somebody else taking care of the noise complaint? Do you know?
Gordo was on his way, but he stopped somebody, so...
Oh. All right.
So, do you want his insurance?
No, you can hang on to it. It might be easier with the VIN and everything.
All right.
Thanks, man. Pullman 463.
Go ahead.
I'll be en route to the PD with one adult male.
463, 2243.
Pullman 440, clear stop. Available verbal warning.
448, copy. 449 holding. He's cleared to attach to the case.
Oh, my 463 arriving.
463 2247.
All right, go ahead and slide your feet out for me. All right, go ahead and step around the door there, and I'll close it. Go ahead and step through here. And stand next to the red wall. Through there, there's a black X on the floor to the left. Go ahead and stand on that and face the wall, get your handcuffs off. I'll turn your phone off for you so you save your battery, okay? There we go. Yes. Okay, go ahead and turn around for me. Take the handcuffs off you. You want to have a seat in the chair here? What's that?
You look very familiar.
Do I?
You've been here for a long time.
I have. Maybe so. Where do you work?
Right now, bakery and desserts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't get too much. I don't go to Dismore's too much, so I probably wouldn't be from there.
3 months.
Did you grow up here?
Yeah, I grew up here.
Oh, okay, so did I. That might be where from.
Yeah, okay.
I graduated in 02. What year? 05, okay.
Did you graduate?
02?
Okay.
Yeah.
So probably around high school.
Probably. I think so. You would have been you would have been
Were you friends with the guy with really long hair who's kind of popular? All the girls like him.
really long hair. No, not that I can think of. Skinny and long hair. No, I can't think of. All right. Can you open your mouth for me?
Yeah.
Lift your tongue up. Awesome. All right. So just make sure you don't put your hands anywhere near your mouth until we're done, okay? All right. So this is warning, you're under arrest for RCW 4661-502 or RCW 4661-504, driving or being in actual physical control of a motor vehicle while under the influence of intoxicating liquor and or drugs. Further, you are now being asked to submit to a test of your breath, which consists of 2 separate samples of your breath, taken independently to determine alcohol concentration. You are now advised that you have the right to refuse this breath test, and that if you refuse, your driver's license, permit, or privilege to drive will be revoked or denied by the Department of Licensing for at least 1 year, and your refusal to submit to this test may be used in a criminal trial. You're further advised that if you submit to this breath test and the test is administered, your driver's license, permit, or privilege to drive will be suspended, revoked, or denied by the Department of Licensing for at least 90 days if you're age 21 or over, and the test indicates the alcohol concentration of your breath is 0.08 or more, or you are in violation of RCW 4661-502, driving under the influence, or RCW 4661-504, physical control of the vehicle under the influence.
Can you repeat that last part?
Yep. You're further advised that if you submit to this breath test and the test is administered, your driver's license, permit, or privilege to drive will be suspended, revoked, or denied by the Department of Licensing for at least 90 days if you are age 21 or over and the test indicates the alcohol concentration of your breath is 0.08 or more, or you are in violation of RCW 4661-502, driving under the influence, or RCW 4661-504, physical control of a vehicle under the influence. And this section right here is just about people under 21.
Does that also mean for marijuana?
This only tests for alcohol.
But
Okay.
What could I be convicted of, like not being of RCW, whatever that was, based off of marijuana?
So the marijuana, so the per se limit for marijuana is 5 nanograms. This machine doesn't test for marijuana. This machine only tests for alcohol.
But could you say that I was not able to drive a vehicle because I was too high without testing, and I would? No, we have to in order to prosecute you for a DUI where it's say there's no alcohol on board, it's only marijuana. Okay, then we need a blood test that shows that you have marijuana in your system, just like the breath test shows that you have alcohol in your system. Does that make sense? Yeah.
So this test is just for alcohol, not for marijuana. Okay. If your driver's license, permit, or privilege to drive is suspended, revoked, or denied, you may be eligible to immediately apply for an ignition interlock driver's license. You have the right to additional tests administered by any qualified person of your own choosing. For those not driving a commercial motor vehicle at the time of arrest, if your driver's license is suspended or revoked, your commercial driver's license, if any, will be disqualified. For those driving a commercial motor vehicle at the time of arrest, if you either A, refuse this test, or B, submit to the test and the test indicates an alcohol concentration of 0.04 or more, you'll be disqualified by the Department of Licensing from driving a commercial motor vehicle. Okay? And you just sign right here, just indicating that you've had this read to you. And if you want to read through it, that's fine as well. This right here only has to do with your having had this read to you. Does that make sense? Okay. So, let me go over your constitutional rights one more time, even though we already did it in the field. So, you have the right to remain silent, obviously. You have the right to this time to an attorney. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You're not under 18. You have the right to talk to an attorney before answering any questions. You have the right to have an attorney present during the questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you without cost if you so desire. You can exercise these rights at any time. Do you understand these rights?
So I have the right to try to get an attorney right now?
Yeah, absolutely. We can call a public defender if you'd like, or if you have a...
That'd be great.
Okay, yeah, you bet. Go ahead and step on in this room here.
Wow, that's good to know.
Go ahead and have a seat in the chair in the corner there. We are totally still. Hi, this is Officer Chris Engel with the Pullman Police Department. For DUI, and he'd like to talk to a public defender. This is John Snyder.